What's today? Thirsty Thursday? You already know we tired as fuck from work, bro. Can't wait to get the fuck out of here. Seriously, we got all kinds of work today, but Saturday to hop on, chop it up with individuals, see what's cracking, what's the talk of the town is going down, the word on the curve, you heard me. Can't wait for this day to be over. But what's good with everybody? Oopsie. Let me set this up real quick. What's going on? What's going on? I am seeing that apparently that whole whack 100 and haters world thing is like blowing up. Right? I seen multiple channels already starting to cover it. I was just like, that's crazy. You know, you got an individual yelling at the top of his lungs. Here's one thing I don't understand though about the whack situation. People are always saying that whack ain't about it. He's dodging people's face and how he's, all talk and he's fake and all this and that. But now when it comes to the Blue Devil situation, all of a sudden, he's about his business and he's punking Blue Devil, and it's like, whoa, whoa, what about all that stuff you guys were saying about him not being with the business and it's all an act and not? Oh, now it's real. Why? Because you're just like towards the other individual. That's why it's now believable. At the convenience, isn't that lovely? That's off. It's strange. So I guess he's fake when people want him to be fake, and I guess he's about his business when people want him to be about his business. Makes sense, I guess. You know, seems to be how people normally always go about things. What up, folks? What's cracking like my boy Sal? Que se la buena vida. Que dicen los brocheros, homie? Oh, what's cracking, Derek? What you getting yourself into, my boy? Getting ready to hit the shift? Ah, Mr. Pasa is definitely up in the casa. What you getting yourself into? Is she? Okay, boy. What's good? Shane Combs. What up with Blue Devil? He's right there. Doing his thing, I guess. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Like, I don't understand what people were expecting him to do through a phone call. Like, start yelling back. Is that what people wanted? You know it, getting ready for it. That's right. Free Diddy. But he don't want to be free though, my boy. He says that he likes it in there. Finish work. That's right, my boy. Free Diddy. I'm telling you, Diddy don't want to come out, bro. He's in there lovely. Sheriff thought you're from Maravilla because I went to there. Oh, Sheriff thought that you were from Maravilla because I went to there by there. Because you went by their hood. No, well, when they run your name, all your shit comes up, so they already know where you're from. Oh, because you want to eat there. All right. That was that free baby oil, at least. uh, huh. Ever since that fool's been busted, nobody's been able to get their hands on some baby oil. That fool has his stash. Puff dummy. uh, what up? What up? Tapping into show support. Oh, what's good, Drunken Chef? Go subscribe to Drunken Chef's channel. Homie gets down with the cooking. You already know. He called Whack a lot of names, and then he had him on his podcast. Yeah, a lot of people do that stuff, though. Like, I don't know. Personally, I myself wouldn't do those kind of things, but, however people want to carry themselves on here, you know what I mean? It is what it is. You know? However they think they could improve their channels or whatever, right? I personally don't think that is a good strategy, but, you know, those are just my opinions. He could conduct his channel however he chooses. Trump's your Theo. What's he doing? He is my Theo, and he's chilling. He's getting everybody mad. He's picking people that have rape cases and all this crap. So I don't know. I don't know exactly what he's trying to do right now. I think he's just trying to stay in the media or trying to get people worked up. I honestly think that he does this shit on purpose. But man, how you doing? Good. How about yourself, bro? I thought Wack wasn't respected in his set from his people say he's not, but you've seen individuals from his own hood have came out and dissed him and stuff like that. But then you have older guys that you know what I mean. It all depends on the individuals, right? I mean, if the paper's good enough, you know, they might say a few good things here and there. I don't know. It's like people say that he's with the business at their convenience, and he's not with the business at their convenience, right? Because people are always saying that he's all talk, he's not about shit, he just likes to yell, and it's all fake. But now that it's against Blue Devil, he's about the business, he's punking Blue Devil, he's ready to handle it. Blue Devil's backpedaling. You know what I mean? It's at the convenience people want to, attach these. It's because of how they feel for Blue Devil. That's why, though. Because if it would be somebody else, they'd be like, man, Wack is a phony, man. He ain't gonna do nothing, and you know what I mean. But hey, I mean, the energy you put out is the energy you're gonna receive, bro. So you know what I mean. I be telling people, just because you got people that watch you, and you have a big amount of views, doesn't mean that everybody that's watching you that is down with you or fucks with you. Got to keep that in mind as well. Theo Trump got the llave serio. Don't stop talking about. Don't stop talking. I'm about to finish. Your lunch? Saludos, everybody. What's good, Wes Carson? Same thing for Blue Devil. No, that's why. You know what I mean? Well, I don't know. Like Blue Devil, however people feel, like I can't come and say that he's not with the business and stuff like that because I truly don't know. It's information I don't have. So it's it'll be pointless for me to speculate if he's with it or not. I know that he is from his neighborhood, right? So I at least know that much. But I'm not gonna come and now make up stuff about him just because, it's something they say bothers me. Thoughts on mass deportation? If that's what he says he's gonna do, I really don't see Trump really actually sticking to his word, right? Yeah, I mean, he could do the mass deportation, right? I mean, that's gonna cost money. I think people forget that sending all these people over there is not free, right? I don't think people are looking at it from the money's point of view on that, right? And where exactly is this money gonna come from, right? Because that's like I said, people just don't work for free. And it's crazy because the people that they're gonna mass deport are the non-criminal people. They're just like the ones that come here to try to work hard and make an honest buck, right? Those are the people that they're gonna be deporting, not gonna be the criminals and all that. Those motherfuckers are out there, and you're gonna have to try to find them. It's not gonna be that easy. You know what I mean? So the criminals are still gonna be around. They're gonna be deporting all the innocent people. So at the end of the day, their agenda is actually really not gonna work. I don't see how it's gonna work. But then again, like I said, as long as he says that he's gonna do mass deportation, people are okay with that. They're satisfied with that. They really don't give it no thought and really dive into the dynamics behind it, right? So, like, wait, who's gonna pay for all of this though? Because it ain't gonna be Mexico. But like I said, people don't work for free. How is it being the most wanted man on earth? I wouldn't know, bro. Trump thinks he's king. He can command his. Oh yeah, bro, for sure. He can't do no wrong. He is the prophecy. He is the Messiah. He is the chosen one. He is Neo. They really need to investigate the employers that hire the people. Seriously. He said no hard intelligence already found the criminals. Me, and I'm happy to deport criminals. Like, hell yeah, that was gonna pay for us to go back to Mexico. Shit, one-way ticket to Mexico. That's right, Trump. I knew he was down with the raza. He's paying for all of us to go to Mexico for a vacation. Chingue su madre. You know what I mean? Because whenever they talk about like this mass deportation and the ones over there, and you see them, like it's always the family, right? The old, lady with their kids, and it's like those are the ones that are fucking up this economy. Those are the ones that are destroying this country. That is crazy. That I honestly, when he said that Mexico was gonna pay for it, and people were like, yeah, I honestly thought people were just trolling. That people really didn't believe that, but then comes to find out that no, people actually really believe Mexico was gonna pay for the one. It's like you have absolutely no idea how governments work, huh? Like that shit is crazy. I figured at least since they're in the rallies, at least they understand how governments work, right? I figured that's if they're there, then they must at least have somewhat of an understanding. But no, they have absolutely no fucking clue how governments work. It's a trip. Like, wow, you guys really think that Mexico's gonna pay? Oh, damn, that is crazy. Look at that. I didn't realize the problem was this bad. I really didn't think people were that clueless. You know, it's insane. Actually, it's quite alarming. They did. Hey, Tevs, you really thought billions in a suitcase from Mexico would show up in DC? He said they did tariffs. But you know what? I have faith in him that at least, I hope he does fix the country. I hope he does fix the economy. And, at least, I hope he actually does do some. You know what I mean? I actually am hoping for the best, right? I'm hoping for the best outcome. That way he succeeds in whatever, he's trying to do. But I just really hope that he actually does something, though, instead of just, all the talk like before. Like he said he was going to, make America great again the first time, but it didn't happen. So, and you get what I'm saying? And actually, you know what? The fact that he put tariffs is the reason why we are in the predicament that we are right now. You know what I mean? Because of the tariffs is the reason why the cost of a lot of things went up. Because other countries could play the same games too. You know what I mean? That is one of the reasons for the inflation. Get back to where America was before Obama. Obama was a good president the first term. Yeah, the second term, yeah, that shit was, I don't know what the fuck was happening with right? But can we say that truly there was a good president? Nah, there hasn't really been much. Everyone's been pretty much selfish. It's rare that you actually get a president that gives a fuck about the people. Because like I said, Trump doesn't give a fuck about the people. That fool sucks. Biden don't give a fuck about the people. He sucks. Kamala don't give a fuck about the people. She sucks. All these motherfuckers don't give a fuck, bro. They don't give a fuck about us, bro. You know what I'm saying? Have you tried Chick-fil-A? Yeah, actually, yeah, I have. It's actually pretty good, but there's always a long ass line. Like, it's good, but it's not worth that wait, though. Shout out my message. Live on Kick tonight, 10 p.m. Giving you the content you want. Hey, well, go check him out and at 10 p.m. and he's giving you guys content that you guys want. What did you think about when he went for Mitt Romney? I thought he was cool. He wasn't that bad. Actually, what was cool about him though, the fact that he could think for himself. Because there was certain things that he would side with the Democrats, right? And why he got a lot of backlash and all that. But at least he's not like fucking like. You gotta understand that this is what a democracy is, bro. That you're entitled to vote for whatever you want, bro. This is what's best for the people, not what's best for the political party. That's one thing that these politics have became. It's not what's best for us. It's what's best for their political parties, whether Democrats or Republicans. They're only looking after their political parties, not looking after the people. This became a power struggle for these two groups. Who's the better group? Who's the dominant group? Who's the best one, right? This is what it is. It's a power struggle between two groups. So this is no longer about us no more. This is about holding your allegiance, your loyalty to your political party, when it's not supposed to be like that. That's not what a democracy is. But these motherfuckers are so full of themselves, they can't even see that shit. And they got these motherfuckers fooled that they can't even see that shit. Like, bro, we're literally the rope. These motherfuckers are just playing, tug of war with us. You know what I mean? This shit is insane. That's why when people ask me, like, oh, what are you? Like, nah, I'm not a Republican, Democrat, liberal, conservative, none of that shit. Fuck them all. Bro, because, conservatives just Republicans, liberals just Democrats. Like, what the fuck are people fooling? Like, fucking clown circus that this shit became. Like, if you choose, if it's supposed to be, if the bill's good, then you're entitled to vote for it. But now it's like, people are like, nah, what is my party gonna think of if I vote for them? They're gonna think I'm a traitor, and next they're gonna be fucking getting plastered all over social media as a traitor and a backstabber, and you're gonna have people picketing outside their homes and shit like that. That shit's crazy, bro. It's like gangs now, bro. Gotta no showing love to the ops. Gotta stay down with the blue or red team. That shit is crazy. And this shit literally became about rubbing it on people's faces, like, haha, we won, you guys lost, you guys suck, and you know what I mean? That's literally how they behave. Like, you can't get a Republican to say something good about a Democrat. You can't get a Democrat to say something good about a Republican, bro. They act like kids, and they say that we fight over dumb shit. Talking about we need to put our differences aside. Shit, motherfucker, you didn't bite your tongue? Shit, better take your own advice before you start telling us what to do. Like, gang members are dumb. They fight over dumb shit. Like, what? Motherfucker, look at you guys. Goofballs. Can't you guys put your differences aside? Can't you see this is childish? Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, I could say the same. Yeah. That's crazy. You didn't bite your tongue saying that, huh? Wow. That's pretty insane. I'll tell you guys what. How about, when you guys put your differences aside is when the streets will put their differences aside. Huh? Do we have a deal? Oh, that will never happen. Am I right or am I wrong? Not true? Really? Out there, the proof says otherwise. When these motherfuckers clash and get upset, within 3 hours, half the city's, on fire. Now, I never seen no gang do that. These motherfuckers had people, storming into Capitol Hill, guns drawn, beating up police officers. I never seen no gang do that. Yeah, but we the reckless ones, we the wild ones. I don't know. Uh huh. He said amongst black folks. Why does it got to be black folks? Jealousy exists in all ethnicities, not just blacks. And fun fact, um, in Asia, Asians kill Asians more than any other group. In America, Caucasians kill Caucasians more than any other group. In Mexico, Mexicans kill Mexicans more than any other group. Right? And yes, blacks kill more blacks than any other group. That's how it works. As I always said, it's crazy when people blow it out of proportion when it's another ethnicity that commits the crime now, right? Like if somehow this makes it worse now, right? And it's like, oh my god, it was a white guy who killed a black person. Like, bro, it was a person that killed a person, bro. What the fuck do colors have anything to do with anything? Like, if that's supposed to like make it extra, tragic or some shit. You know what I mean? That shit is so goofy. Like, bro, you guys ain't saying nothing when our very own be killing our very own. But now when it's somebody of another group, all of a sudden it's just like, it's something that's, you know, big and has to be addressed. Like, what the fuck? That shit is insane. It was funny because I was seeing this video, right? And it was on YouTube. And it was about a black individual who owned a store. And he was working late night with, I think it was like 3 other workers, right? And they're all black and they're stocking up. The cops passed by and they seen black people in the store at passing work hours. So they went and, try to break in there and try to see what's up, right? And the guy tells them, like, oh, whoa, I own this. This is my store, so it's all good. And they didn't believe him. They started they wanted to see proof that this was actually his store, right? And after some drama and shit escalated and stuff like that, and he was already whipping out the proof, this white person, just randomly white person, was like, hey, that's his store, he's telling the truth. And they were like, all right, cool, that's all we needed to know. And then they started walking away, and it's like, who the fuck is that white person? Like, why did you guys all of a sudden now believe this motherfucker that he said that that's his store? You're over here not believing this individual and having him whip out proof, but because a white person just randomly across the street said that's his store, all of a sudden, oh, it must be true. Why don't you go and ask that motherfucker for his documentations and who the fuck he is? How does he know this information? Why the fuck did you guys even believe him from the gates? Why? Because he's white? This shit is crazy. But yet they say that they don't judge. I'm just right there like, huh. It's crazy because that's one of the things that nobody pointed out, and I'm just like, well, out of the whole situation, this is the thing that I found the most suspicious. I don't know about y'all. Tamales. Tamales are very delicious. Okay, so when a white man's killing a black man, it's Frontline News. Portrayed white people as devils, but when they backwards, you don't hear or see any. Yeah, that's exactly what I be saying. I actually said that white people walk on eggshells more than any other group. That is crazy that people don't see nothing wrong with somebody saying like honky or cracker when that's just as offensive as anybody saying the N word or saying beaner. You know what I mean? Like, bro, that's being racist towards them. Or saying that they're all Karens, bro. That's racist, bro. You don't have to be a minority just to be that. Oh, minorities can't be racist. Yes, they can, bro. You're judging them based on the whole group, and like, come on now, that is so ignorant. Like, like they're not the villains, bro. White is not the villains. The establishments are the villains. It is the rich versus the poor, not whites versus every other group. It just so happens that most of the establishment happens to be white. That doesn't mean that that's the villain. I know, but they use the Karen term, attached more to Caucasians, Anglo-Saxons. You know what I mean? Are you a drug smuggler? Yes. Pharmaceutical drugs. What's up, Mexican? He said, because white blonde women complain the most. That's not true. That's stereotyping. He said I could confirm that. That's not true. You haven't seen Mexicans. They complain a lot, bro. The whole point is that, you got them in every ethnicity, though. Not one holds, more than the other. They exist. You have chismosas in every group. The ones that blow everything out of proportion. They exist in all ethnicities. It's kind of like, when they be like, oh, all these whites are racist and all that. And, that they have always hating the blacks and wanted the blacks out of here and minorities in general. And it's like, bro, that's not true. And then they're like, how are you going to say that's not true? Easily, the Civil War there, bam. That's all the proof you need. Like, what more do you want? Bro, those were white individuals that were dying out there for black people to be free. Because black people weren't allowed to go into battle before. They only were allowed to go into battle when when they were losing. When they started losing, that's when they allowed now blacks to fight. But in the beginning, you had all them white folks were the ones that were dying. And, the vote for the war to even happen, those were all white people that were voting for these people's rights. Black people weren't able to vote back then. So you had these people voting for your guys' freedom and went to die for your guys' freedom. That's how you know that they're not all the same and they're not all racist. That's all the proof you need. That's why that's one of the most important wars. And then people are going to now choose to ignore that. Shit is crazy. He said, I heard there's a lot of Mexicans in Mexico. I don't know. Maybe. I live in Indiana. We don't have many Mexicans up here, which is a shame. I'm trying to convince my crime from Guadalajara to come up. I don't know why crime is there. I meant friend. Okay, my friend from Guadalajara. That's crazy because that's the part of Mexico I'm from. Maybe I could, bring him over here for you. They say we're really good at smuggling people over here. I could have him over here in a jiffy. Spell the word run. I can't. I don't know how to spell. Señor, go easy on me. What people say, why goals are to brainwash people of color to forget it. The establishment, not whites. You get what I'm saying? It's always the establishment. It just happens that a lot of the establishment happens to be Caucasian, but that's not to say that that they're the root of the problem. Caravan of people stomping in the border before that caravan has been, in motion for quite some time already, bro. Quite some time. I don't know where they're coming from. Mars or some shit. Motherfuckers are showing footage of a parade and they're like, yeah, these caravans are coming. Hey, but that's the fear tactics. It's propaganda, bro. Just like how these, Venezuela gangs are taking over states. Hey, you got to panic the people in order for them to, be down with your program. Hey, gotta, pull out the trickery sometimes. What's the best way? Panic, bro. It's a fear tactic. Politicians' best tool. They always use it. Never fails. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my lunch is over. We got to get back to it. It was good chopping it up with you guys. We out.